I like to get water from where it's flowing really fast. Just tuck it into there. And it fills up. Good morning on day 10 of this wonderful cold morning. I'm here by the pit toilet here at Grass Shack Campground. I keep saying Green Shack. Green Shack. It's Grass Shack. But I'm here and it's 10 after 7, so earlier than my usual start time. But I want to get pushing and get over this climb before it gets warmer. And it's going to be about, well, I think 6 miles up and over 3,500 feet. I forget, but there's a water source 4 miles in. We'll grab some water there and then we'll just keep going up and then go down. Believe it or not, I'm wearing, it's my inReach saying my starting hike position message went through. I'm wearing long pants now because I think the back of my legs are sunburned a little, like especially the top of the calves and right where the fold is. It's a little tender, but it doesn't really hurt. So I'm just gonna wear pants for now until I give it time to heal up. And the other thing I regret is I forgot to bring my gloves out. They're in the bottom of my pack, like below my sleeping bag and everything. So I think I can get by without them. But yeah, let's get going, warm up and tackle this and go down and try to do a 20 today. That's our goal. At least 20. 3 days of 20s actually. Then we'll get to Oracle early. This is new in Ayaka. At least I haven't seen it. Look at these black buildups here and there. I don't know what those are. I think some animal did it. Like nests or something. There's a bunch. This is the first one I've ever seen with them like that. And there's a whole bunch of them. Wonder what that is. Look at the sun below hitting all that lowland, and you can see the shadows of the mountains there, really long. It's pretty cool, huh? Here it's still dark. There's a ridge to our left, still blocking the sun from us, which is good and bad. It's good because then I could go for a while. I need to go faster to warm up anyway, but it's bad because it's cold. My hands are super cold and I'm tilting the phone weird. There are tons of these marble fragments everywhere. There's a bunch earlier, but they're all smaller. I didn't know if I should point them out. Check out this guy. Let's make sure no scorpions on him first. Okay. Alright. Check out how beautiful it looks. It's got that red, like pinkish salmon color running through it. Man. And in the sun it's kind of translucent. I mean, not deeply, but it's pretty cool. It's good quality marble. There's a bunch of it here, right here. Wow. The first touch of sand. I guess when you climb, not only your legs get tired, your brain gets tired. The first touch of sun for today. And here we are. Oh, my face is already warm. In this national park, a lot of the trail actually just winds up hitting these barren rock areas. You just gotta look ahead. If you're not sure where the trail goes, just look ahead, look for another trail or cairns. Sometimes you'll hit a rock spot like this and you won't see anything except the cairn high up. And you just hit the cairn and then look for the next spot, but this one's easy. Here's a trail straight ahead. And walk straight into the sun. Before we proceed further up the trail, check out the view here of these rocks. Just beautiful. One of these views like this, I actually just stood there for a few minutes looking for any kind of animals. I didn't see anything. Is this nature? Like, there's a big clique of cacti and one little guy is off by himself. They wouldn't let him join, so he's all the way over there by himself. Oh, poor little guy. A little while ago I could see Tucson, so I decided to fire up the cell phone's mobile connection, and I read that these are called crocodile pines. Thank you. I already forgot who posted it, but thank you for the information. Yeah, I guess they do look like crocodile scales. They're all scaly. They're all over here again. So far, making decent time. 2 miles, a little over 1,000 feet up already, so we only have like 2,200 or so to Manning, or to the very top. So we're doing all right, and we have another 2 miles till water, and it's still a bit of up. So, yep, there are more steps coming. It's like a beach over here. Look how sandy it is. Arizona beach. It's pretty nice sand. We are back into the snow, folks. There's only a little bit here, but we're still on the south side, and we still have to go up quite a bit. Well, I hear from the Godhooks reports on the north side there are some really snowy, slippery parts, but we'll be okay. Oh yeah, it's pretty clean snow too. I thought I wouldn't see it until I got to the north side, but I just walked into this super piney area. It smells so good. I didn't even notice the trees at first. All I did was smell the pine. So good, and the soft pine needles on the ground. If you haven't been to a dense pine forest and you smell that, go for it. It smells so good. Natural air freshener. In just under 2.5 hours, I only went 3.5 miles. Pretty slow going. Okay, 1 mile to Manning Camp. We actually only have 1,200 feet ascent to go before we have the majority down. So that's actually not bad, 1,200 feet. It's still pretty cool out here. And it's very shaded because all these dense trees. It's a recent burn area though, so let's see if this denseness continues. Oh boy, I dropped my trekking pole. Sometimes I think my wrist is through the wrist strap. And I'll let go, but it's not. Now I gotta bend over and pick it up. All right, at this current pace, I should be 20 miles in by 8 p.m. or so, I think. I'm glad this wasn't the water source that was listed because I was kind of depending on a liter of it. But when you look up, check that out. Cool, huh? Look how thick some of the ice is. I mean, water is pouring down back there. Look how thick some of that ice is. It's just been developing. It's crazy, huh? I like ice. Except when I have to walk on it, I guess. Ooh, slippery. So cool. Look at that water down there. It's like a whole new world. Just yesterday I was deep down in the desert. Now, snowy hills, flowing creeks. Lots of water flowing too. I like to get water from where it's flowing really fast. Just tuck it into there. And it fills up. Just a couple of seconds for 2 liters, so it's nice having a big mouth. Put your finger over the hole so the O-ring doesn't fly out. This is the water source at mile 139. It's like Chimenea Creek, 4 miles up from Grass Shack. And it's flowing beautifully. It's cold and flowing really well. And there's plenty of snow above, so I think this is gonna flow for a while. So it's a good water source. So you don't have to carry all this water up to here. Get water here. Here's evidence of some of that burn area they mentioned. All these trees are dead, and there's a couple of big ones laying in the ground. Ones right to the left are fine though, it's just sporadic. Can you see the glitteriness? I think that's mica embedded in the rocks. Could be why the mountain near here is called Mica Mountain. I was wondering if it was because of the mineral or some person named Mica, but must be the mineral. Just earlier, I was trying to finish off the last of the Mio bottle, but went down the wrong way. I've been coughing since. I'm just glad there's nobody around to hear me coughing, you know, Corona and all. I even like blew my nose. I think I had Mio coming out of my nose. It was so bad because it was the orange, bright orange. I hope it clears up so I can breathe. It's really in there. Huh, this must be some old trail. I see Gut Hooks has the AZT to the right somewhere, but I'm off to the left. But hopefully it follows. It should connect right together again pretty soon, but whoops, hell well. According to Gut Hooks, it should have connected right around here somewhere, but I didn't see any trail to the right. So I think Gut Hooks may be off at this portion. But the trail is pretty easy to follow, and it gets right back on to what Gut Hooks thinks, so I think we're okay. And Manning Camp is, oh, I think I see a pit toilet way out there somewhere. So we're almost there. The Starks, whom I met earlier, had requested a tour of Manning Camp, so let's look around. Let's go off trail here. Here's a bear box. And yeah, there's some signs. There's a pit toilet off on the right. Huh. I did read there are no fires allowed in any of the campgrounds except this one, and there are fire rings here. Really nice with concrete slabs. Nice chairs, and this is site 6. Oh, a lot of sites here. Yeah, I see more signs over there. I'm not gonna go walk around looking for all the sites, just because if there's 6 sites, it could be, it's a lot of walking around. Site 5, also with the fire rings. I believe they're all gonna have fire rings. I don't think anybody's here right now. I see some more furniture over there, like places you can sit, so I'm guessing that's more fire rings. Now I'm caught up in exploring. I was just gonna look around a little bit and head back. But there's another bear box over here with another fire ring, and I saw shiny things on the left. I was like, what's that shiny thing? Looks like a horse, like horse kennel type thing. Oh yeah, I'm below on the right, there's another one. They're all pretty spaced out, so pretty nice. I never imagined something so built that way up here. But this is definitely different kennel areas for horses. They even have a shaded area. And there's like a cabin or something over here. What the heck? And there are, oh, garbage, but they're locked. I would love to dump garbage right now. Kind of got excited when I saw these bins. And what is this? Guessing another pit toilet. Look at it. It's like a real log cabin with solar. And look at all the propane jugs over there. Where am I? All right. Oh, there's horse tie-off thingies. I should probably learn the proper term for them. And oh, there's a sign over there too, right to the right of the horse thing. I'm gonna go look at it, and I'm gonna get back on trail and go. I can't spend all day exploring here. Looks like hoses in here as well, I guess to water your horses or something. Manning Camp, Arizona, elevation 8,000 feet. Much colder than it was where I was. So, all right, let's get back on to the AZT, and there's even a nice fireplace inside. There's a tap. Look, they even have a collection of firewood over here. Tables, it's crazy. I'm just gonna check this tap real quick. I don't think it's gonna be on. Nah, it's off. I haven't seen any streams around here, so I don't know where the water supply would be. From where we are, there's just a huge network of trails, but we wanna take the Arizona Trail one and make it down and out Italian Spring. I just registered, so I'm ready to go. Looks like there's one trail here, and there's another trail on the left here. There's another sign, but the right one has an Arizona Trail sticker, so I guess it's this way. I know I've said it before, but I can't state it enough how good it smells when you're in like a thick pine forest like this. It's so nice. I think camping here would be pretty nice once the water's on. Yes. Once, I don't know, just because it's so quiet and it smells so good and there's nobody here. I guess as soon as it starts getting warmer, there'll be more and more people here, so it won't be as peaceful. But for now, it's amazing. More structures over there. It just looks like solar panels and I guess another pit toilet with the little pipe coming out of the corner. See that in the corner? I bet it's electrical conduit, probably for lights. Check out this burnt section of tree somehow. It just seems like a vertical flat slab. The right's even broken. Somehow it's still standing. It's really thin. It's really bizarre that it's actually still there, especially on the left because it's not connected. Look at this beautiful chunk of mica. Can you see the sun shimmering in it? It's a thin one, but it's pretty nice still. Here's a variety of chunks like this. This is one of the bigger ones I've seen so far. Wow, look at this one. Shiny. I learned that old-time pioneers would use big sheets of mica as like a iron fire stove door because it didn't melt. But they were able to find big chunks, but that's pretty cool. Still heading up. Sometimes I think I see a sign up ahead, and I know the next trail junction is the Mica Mountain one, and it's downhill from there. But of course I got closer. It was just a dead tree, but I think that one's a sign. It's a sign. All right, who scratched this arrow into the AZT? It's the wrong way. Glad someone scratched it out, but who did that? That's not the right way. I wonder if at one point it was, because there's like a network of trails here. What do you think? 6 miles in 4 hours? Is that a good time? Yeah, it comes to about 1.5 miles an hour. It's a little around 11:30. Now I gotta go down and try to make 14 more hours. Theoretically, that should take 10 hours or so. Yeah, 9 p.m. I might call it at 19 today. I mean, I set myself a goal of 20. The climb took me a while. Exploring Manning Camp took me a while, but come on, I gotta make 20, right? Let's keep hiking at least till 7. Maybe 6. Definitely not give up at 5. We'll keep going. Sometimes when you see steps pre-made in the snow like this, the strides are usually off. Like, they're usually way too long for me, and it's kind of uncomfortable walking on it. I find just walk on the snow. Of course, check it out, but right now it's currently frozen, and so the top is crystallized, and it's actually got a pretty good amount of traction. The sun's melting some of it, but if you just walk on the snow, actually you get good traction, and you can actually keep a little better speed going, I think, than walking or trying to walk in somebody else's tracks. I just came off trail a little bit here because it's just amazing open views while we're still high up here. I thought I'd show you around. It's pretty stunning. In fact, it was a pretty level area right back there. I'm sure a lot of people got caught trying to stealth camp there. Like the rangers don't know about this flat spot, right? Oh man. That's where we're going, somewhere. Cloud on the left there looks like a bird with a long tail. Lunch today are more Girl Scout cookies. These are Do-si-dos. They're the peanut butter type. I like them. They don't melt. I would have gotten more of the Samoas, but they're chocolate and they would have melted all over your bag. So the only bit downside with this is you get thirsty, so you have to drink more water. But jam-packed with fat and sugar. Thanks, Girl Scouts. Mile 142 as you go down. Incredible spot for a break. Just in the trees over there. There's a couple of logs you could sit on. There's shade and the views are just amazing. You could see canyons and lakes. It's crazy. Decent cell service too. Definitely stop there for a break. I don't know if you can make it out, but there is no trail really. You just have to follow footprints and lots of snow. And it's slippery and muddy at spots. Taking quite a bit of effort, longer than I had hoped. So my 20-mile day goal may not be accomplished because this part's a little slower going than I thought. Look, we got a trail like this now where it slides off. Looks like the trail hooks to the right and then hooks back left and goes around straight ahead. Not too bad. You got a little section of trail on the left to walk on and a lot of plants. A lot of these are thorny, so definitely wouldn't recommend wearing shorts on this part. You really can't walk on the snow, it's too canted. So it's right on this little barren piece of trail that we can see while enjoying the views. I signed to register. Look at my destination. Smelled wonderful up there. That's it. I'm leaving Saguaro National Park now. I'm here at Tanque Verde Canyon. The water is running pretty well even for today. It's nice and cold. Some of it's like it's a gravel bed, so it's shallow in some parts, but if you go find the pools, it's actually really deep. So, and it filled 2 liters within seconds. So far I've made 10.7 miles and it's 2 o'clock. I'm gonna try to make 9.2. That'll make just under 20. I don't know if there are campsites quite there, but I'm just gonna try to make that spot. We'll see what happens. Probably be hiking until 6:30 or so. And I think I took it too easy in the beginning. I think I was way too slow. So I need to speed it up because I know the next day we're going to start climbing for our next set of mountains. And then the third day will be a lot more climb and then back down. So it just never ends, right? Those climbs. So what do you think, folks? It's 3 o'clock and I have 9.2 miles to go. Will I make it? Or will I stop around 5 and, I don't know, find some place to camp? There hasn't been any designated campsites that I'm looking at. I'm just hoping there's something out there around 9.2, maybe 9 even. It's not quite 20, but it'll be close. But 3 o'clock, let's get going. This is gonna be a tough one. I've been pushing hard and I saw the shaded area, so I was focusing on the shade and I just twisted my ankle over a rock. This is actually the second time I've twisted it on trail. This one was a little harder. I've sprained my ankle worse before, so never broken anything, but it feels fine. I just need to walk it off. Maybe I'll keep this foot outside of my quilt tonight when I sleep, just to have the cold air against it. .342. Maybe 2 hours to go? The shadows are getting long, and the views are getting beautiful. And I still have about an hour 10, hour 15 to hike, and I believe we have 45 minutes before the sun goes behind the hill. Even with the sun behind the hill, we're actually going to get sunlight for, well, not direct sunlight, but light for quite a while, because sunset looks like it's probably going to be like another 45 minutes past the hill because it's a tall hill. The sun has been shining in my face for the last, I don't know how long. And it's going to be for a while. I need to put more lip balm on. The sun in Arizona has definitely been harsher on me than California. And it's a month earlier. But it's pretty strong. Do not underestimate the Arizona sun. 2.1 miles to get there, and it is 6 o'clock, well, 5:56. I have decided, though, it's okay not to get all the way there, because the comments don't seem to make it sound like there are any campsites at any of those places near there. So after one more mile of hiking, I will let myself just camp wherever I see a good campsite, because there's nothing around here. I haven't seen a single good campsite in forever. If there are any flat areas, usually it's full of cow poop, because the cows love going there, and then they poop all over their beds. So one more mile, that would have been a 18.76 or 18.7 mile day, which is still good enough. And then next available campsite, and hope the campsite's not like 4 miles further. Bye, sun, for now. I think this trail is gonna go up and we're gonna see it again. But for now, it's behind the hill. 1.6 miles ahead, and it's 6:08. So I had said that after 0.6, I'll take any available camping spot. It's half a mile or so to go. It's kind of cool. The sun is setting over there, and here's the terrain I've been hiking in. Just rolling hills with no flat spots. And exactly on the other side, you see the sun shining on it on the last bit, and there's a full moon rising. So one goes down, one goes up. Well, we are now at 1 mile to go to where I was gonna go, and it's 6:24. I am looking for spots now. I only found a couple that look decent at all. They're small. Where do people camp around here? I mean, there's nothing. I remember there was one Arizona Trail Report, somebody, I don't know where, he said he just pitched a tent on a trail because there are just a severe lack of campsites. I can't imagine what it'd be like here with more and more hikers walking through. I mean, there's nowhere to camp around here. It would be a bad thing if you had to schedule a campsite after like a 10-mile day just because there's nothing else available for 20 miles or something. And that's crazy. Well, keep an eye out. Once it gets darker, it's harder to find it because you can't see off the side as well. So I'd like to find one in the next 20 minutes if possible. I'm looking up and down the hills. There's nothing. All right. It's 7 o'clock and this spot isn't really level. It doesn't look like anybody's used it for camping purposes, but it's mostly level, and I think I can make it work where I could lay a certain way. I am also right off the trail. This the rock you see there is the trail, but I don't think anybody's coming. I think there's some hikers behind me that started a fire at a campsite they found, but I think I'm just gonna set up, and then I'll leave early tomorrow morning anyway, so I shouldn't bother anyone. And the trail is wide enough. They should be able to get around my tent, but I think this is what I'm gonna call home for tonight. Another night with a not so opportune or not so good campsite. A lot of these. I looked up ahead a little, but it just goes down and it doesn't look good either. I'm just tired. So that's my campsite. The trail is right here where it's white. It's not super level. I think the spot where I decided I'm gonna lay down is level enough. I'm not gonna keep rolling off the sleeping pad. It's the other disadvantage with the inflatable is you will roll off. Whereas the foam, the rubberiness kind of gives you a texture, so you kind of hold on with your body. But I'm tired. I'm going in and I'm gonna clean up, eat, and just go to sleep. I'm not doing anything tonight. So it wound up being a 20.1 mile day, so that's good, but I paid for it. This one is fine. This one I felt something, but nothing. But look at this little toe. There's a little blister that kind of happened before, but then do you see the bigger blister underneath? That happened from today. I'm gonna have to tape it for sure tomorrow, and hopefully it'll absorb in, not cause any more problems. What's funny is sometimes I edit on the phone and I can't hold the phone as close to my face as I used to, so I can't quite see some things, and I wonder like I have weird snots hanging off my mustache and stuff. But anyway, it has been a long day, and 20.1 miles. I haven't checked the ascent and descent yet, but you will see it right at the end of this video. I think it's going to be quite a doozy because even at the end of the day, we're going up hundreds of feet at a time. And then tomorrow, come back tomorrow because it'll be an interesting one for sure. We are hitting an alternate around the fire closure. The descriptions are very confusing, but I'm prepared, of course, so we're good. I will talk to you tomorrow then, so you have a good night.